pick all of them?
That's well.
So the rain is supposed to be coming in 5 minutes, so we're picking the blackberries.
Emergency blackberries.
I like to start my mornings with writing. At the moment, I'm writing a children's book. I've been working on this for the last couple of months, for the most part of this year actually, and it's genuinely such a fun project. Today I was working on chapter 9 and restructuring it, rewriting a lot of it. Although I do my actual writing on my computer, I like to use a notebook for any kind of planning. I feel like the physical paper encourages me to be more creative, mostly because it doesn't feel at all final in the same way that a typed document will, so it's more conducive for sporadic new ideas, especially when making mind maps or just coming up with a new plot twist. And this notebook that I'm using is the one I exclusively use for this children's book that I'm writing at the moment. Here I was doing some research on chapter structures and different ways to structure a chapter, the do's and don'ts of chapter structuring, and looking at some theory on this too, and I just made some notes in this notebook. So then I sat down at my other desk and I wrote out a recipe for something that one of the characters eats in the book. And I also randomly got an urge to paint watercolour pictures of biscuits, so that's what I did here, and I ended up using this for an Instagram post. This is the tea as well, if you were curious. It was very good and very Christmassy. And then here I was creating a character profile for one of my more minor characters. One thing I've been trying to do is take notes from books which I think are structured or like written very well, and make a note of what they're doing and why it works, so that I can maybe learn from these. I think they always say that reading more is one of the best ways to improve as a writer, and I think it can be useful to read these books as a writer would, which is what I'm trying to do. So today I was going through A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and I was making a note on the chapter structure here. And I also took a look at some chapters of the Earth's Elevator by Lemony Snicket. Oh, and I was using this washi tape to annotate, which is the one that we just released on Pumpkin Productivity in collaboration with Note and Wish. Then in the afternoon we were going for a picnic, and so I just got everything ready.
Because I want a bit of carrot.
So just give you a tour of what we are bringing. Sandwiches, peanut butter sandwich, a mini salad, just for the greens, some apple and some carrots. It's a lot later now, and I actually went out to meet some old family friends for a walk and lunch. It was really nice to see them, and we somehow managed to miss the rain as well. It was supposed to be pouring down whilst we were out, and it didn't end up raining, which is really good. It's kind of drizzling now, not that you can really tell, but it's supposed to start raining properly this evening and then continue raining until Thursday, which is amazing because it's just been so long. And if you look at the grass, this bit's not so bad actually. It's just like hay. So I'm going to go out on a run now. When I get back, I'm going to do some more writing and then some admin. That's my plan for this evening, and just kind of have a really nice cozy evening. I did get myself some tea. I'm just going to get changed into something now. In the evening, I was doing some more chapter structuring, so I went through chapters 9 and 10 and just again applied some of that chapter theory I learnt earlier to these sections. And I did that for a couple of hours. Here we are on the next day, and I started off by making a timetable. And then here I was doing some research again for my book on codes and ciphers and different types, and also historical puzzles which had and had not been solved. And then I created a cipher which I was going to use in the book. Dark chocolate digestives and chocolate digestive tea is the best combination. I've made myself a coffee, and I am now going to do some bits and bobs for Pumpkin Productivity, which is my stationery company. In particular, I'm about to make a shared Notion page for a new member of the team who's going to be helping with social media, which is really exciting. I'm just going to put like all of the key details into this document. And the other big thing... Oh, there's a wasp. And the other big thing I want to do is content plan. I'm first of all actually going to put on my blue light glasses though, take out my contact lenses because they're kind of hurting. Also, I don't know why suddenly there are so many wasps everywhere. The first thing I did was create a quick to-do list which I uploaded as a free printable on my website. We sell a range of physical and purchasable products on Pumpkin Productivity, but also some free ones, and this is one of those. If you're wondering, I use Shopify to sell these products, who are actually sponsoring today's video, which is so cool because I've been using them for years. Shopify lets you create not just a website, but a website optimized for e-commerce and selling things online. Shopify means that creating a business isn't gatekept like it used to be, and it makes it really easy for anyone to start a business online. I've been using them for years, as I say, and would wholeheartedly recommend them if you've got a business idea, if there's something you've been thinking about starting, consider clicking on the link in the description box below. It's just shopify.com/Ruby Granger. Shopify also actually has this free Notion template, which again, I will leave linked down below. It provides key advice and guides you through how to start a business. So it starts with planning. It asks you all of these questions, then you can just fill them out. So this is mine for pumpkin productivity. But you could apply it to anything, for example, a bookish candle business. And then after planning, you go to framing and then building and then growing. And this is a really great resource if you don't know where to start. So thank you so much to Shopify for sponsoring today's video, because I genuinely love them so much. And let's get back to the video. So I was actually using Notion here to create a content plan for pumpkin productivity, and then also one for YouTube whilst I was at it. Then I edited a video which I had filmed earlier today. It is currently 3:30 and I'm just going to go out on a run. I don't run for very long, I just do like 2.5 kilometers. I'm going to go out now, I'm looking forward to it. I am running in glasses, which I don't usually like to do, but I also don't want to put my contacts back in. So I will see you when I'm back. Much more red and sweaty, but I've done my run. I'm just going to go for a shower, but first, let's get some air in here. Here I was doing some screen recordings for a study tips video which I was uploading that day, and just filming a variety of clips which took about 2 hours actually. And when I was done, my room was an absolute state, so I tidied it because I never feel good when my room is messy and cluttered. I find it really hard to focus actually. So that took about 2.5 hours to film, but I've just finished. I've got a whole Notion page now for my America trip, which I'm really excited for. I'm going over autumn, and it will be my first time travelling by myself as well. I'm also hoping the flights haven't gone up, because I was waiting for my visa to be approved, which it now has been. I was looking for these flights last week, but I waited till I got my visa, and in the space of 1 week it's gone up by £80. That's crazy that it's already gone up, because it's literally only been a week. Here I was just watching review videos on YouTube of each of the different airlines, because I wasn't sure who to book with. I just wanted to be familiar with what to expect, I suppose. But I did end up booking the tickets. I just got the coolest delivery. Nourish has sent me this. The only vegan cheese I've ever tried that I like. I have it multiple times a week. And they've sent me a little congratulations card for my degree. Look at this. I'm really excited to try the parmesan and the cheddar. And then there's this cheese board. Opens up. Inside there are these cheese knives. And yes, I did indeed have a cheese board the next day, and it was delicious, and I read Oscar Wilde whilst eating it. Then after dinner I roasted some squash for tomorrow, and my mum made a crumble. And the crumble was delicious. I have to tell you, my family's been really into crumble recently. We've been having it all the time. But that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to Shopify for sponsoring today's video. And I hope that you have a productive week.